Hello, I'm DonTheCrown, and today I'm going to rapidly fill you in on the details of leveling that weren't in the beta or the Russian version. Now, quick aside, if you want to take your time leveling, there's nothing wrong with that. This is just a guide for people that want to go fast, but also don't want to miss some of the extra rewards that are now available while they're leveling. For the most part, you want to follow the orange main quest or the blue world quest once you finish East Luterra. Most side quests are a complete waste of time on your first character because you want to get to the end game ASAP. Also, we're likely to get a boost that will grant you the benefits of all of these side quests without having to do them yourself. That out of the way, there's a few major exceptions for side quests that you definitely want to do. And one of the first things I noticed when I was playing through the playtest version of this is that once you make it to Luterra Castle, engravings unlock, and you're able to start acquiring engraving recipes from side quests. Engravings are basically passive benefits that you can drag and drop onto your character sheet, and each class has 2 class engravings which generally drastically boost or change the playstyle of that class. Also, when you make it to Luterra Castle, you receive 5 ability stones, which you can cut for an extremely low chance of getting a single level of an engraving, and you'll also get 20 uncommon books for the Drops of Aether engraving. This engraving is really so-so, but you can drag it onto your character sheet twice to unlock the first level. By the time you're level 35 though, you'll be able to unlock your first level of class engraving, which is a huge power-up for lots of classes. So let's rapid fire go through the quests to do to get your engravings. If you want a written version of this, check out the comments below. Note that you can pick whatever engravings you want from these books, however you cannot trade the recipes you get to other players from these quests. Also, you can complete these quests with each of your characters and get engravings, so you should be able to very easily complete the uncommon tier of any engraving you want. First off, you get class engravings from doing 2 quests in Luterra Castle right away. First one is Knights to be Remembered, and it's right after you unlock PvP, and it takes like 20 seconds for 3 uncommon class engravings. Next, talk to the Bard just south of the Chaos Dungeon entrance to get another short quest that gives you 2 uncommon class engravings, bringing us to a total of 5 so far. Next, there are 3 quests in the next zone, Diorca Plain, which grant a total of 10 uncommon combat engraving recipes. None of them are really that far out of the way and are pretty quick to do. Next up is Layar Terrace, and after you complete the area, your main quest will have you report back to King Thirain. But before you go, talk to this guy to get another quest to talk to Thirain that grants 3 rare class engraving recipes. After the Lost Wind Cliff solo dungeon, where you get to play as Demon Mode Armin, Thirain will give you a quest chain that's called Memories of Luterra. This quest chain gives a staggering 15 uncommon class recipes and a skill point potion. It takes around 4 minutes to complete, and it's totally worth it. From this point forward, you should be able to open up your class recipes and use 20 of them to learn your class engraving. Pro tip, control right click the use bundle option to use all 20 at once. Then drag and drop your class engraving from the engraving window opened by Alt I onto your character sheet twice. Next up, in Croconus Seashore, there are 3 more quests that are each super fast and grant a total of 5 rare combat engravings. One of these is so silly. You literally walk up to the NPC for the main quest, and then this NPC gives you a main quest and a side quest to go to the same NPC. It's just easy engravings at this point. This should finish up Eastern Luterra, and next up you're sailing off to Tortoik. In Tortoik, there is 1 quest per zone for the first 3 zones that grant you a total of 2 uncommon class engravings, 2 uncommon combat engravings, and 3 rare combat engravings. And that's it for Tortoik. Annika only has 1 quest, which is found in the 2nd zone, which grants you 1 uncommon class engraving, which is pretty fast. You just have to move some boxes around. And then lastly, there's 1 quest in Arthentine, just as you enter the last zone, that gives you 3 uncommon class engravings, which you just have to pick up some stuff off the ground. It's pretty quick. And that's it for all of the class and combat engravings up to the point where we get to Vern, and I'm sure that there's more after that point on some of the side quests. You might just have to check them for yourself or check the written guide down below. Now, you may have noticed that although you get a whole bunch of the green or uncommon class engravings, you're not actually getting enough uncommon combat engravings to be able to unlock one of those. You'll be able to get a whole bunch of those from doing islands. So if you wanted to kind of skip these side quests that are giving you combat engravings because you're just going to be focusing 100% on class engravings, the ones I would recommend doing are the ones that all start in Lutera Castle. And those are the ones with the memories of Lutera, and then the quest that's right behind the PvP vendor, and then the one that's the Bard that's just south of the Chaos Dungeon. And doing these 3 quests should give you enough engraving recipes so that you can completely unlock your class engraving. I had mine at level 35 and I was zooming from that point. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful start to Lost Ark. If you want to slow down and enjoy the story, please do. Definitely no need to rush if you don't want to, but I hope you guys have a great time. See you next time. And if you like the content, come by the stream. I'm playing Berserker.